For instance, are you registered to vote?
No, I'm a new resident to Killeen. And
The petition that we're circulating now, both in Killeen and in Harker Heights, is to decriminalize low-level marijuana arrests in those respective cities. So what's that mean is anything that is a misdemeanor possession, 4 ounces and below, we're creating an ordinance. Uh, we're petitioning to create an ordinance that will uh, make it where the police cannot arrest or test for 4 ounces and below.
Okay.
So even if, say, you have a gun ho police officer that will arrest you,
Mhm.
the city's not going to pay to test it.
Okay.
So in essence, it's making it where they can't bring criminal charges against you. So that's the essence of what we're trying to do. And the reason why I think it's important
Okay.
to do this is because several things. We have a lot of things happening in the state of Texas right now as far as marijuana is concerned.
Mhm.
You have compassionate use, which is legitimate medical marijuana in the state of Texas. It's it's a law. Uh, Also, we have hemp, which is fully legal now. Hemp looks like weed, smells like weed, but it's not. It doesn't have that concentration of the THC in it. Uh, so if an untrained police officer pulls you over, he won't know, he or she will not know the difference, and
Okay.
you'll have that charge on you. Also, the jail uh, here in Bell County is over capacity. So it's not, it doesn't make sense to arrest people and jail them for low level marijuana arrests here in the city. I think uh, it's going to clear up a lot of issues, especially on the county side with jail arrest
Mhm.
and keeping people in the judicial system while they're waiting arraignment. And another reason why it was important to me to back this petition and get behind it is simple. In Killeen specifically, 92% of the arrests, marijuana arrests, are people of color.
Wow.
92%. So, you can't argue with the numbers. You can't argue with the data. Something is wrong in the city of Killeen, either the enforcement or the trainings. I decided to support this initiative simply was because I did open records request on the city of Killeen Police Department,
Okay.
and I specifically wanted to look at marijuana arrests. And once I got all the information back, it was very evident that there was a problem. 92% of the marijuana arrests in the city of Killeen are people of color.
Wow.
So to me, that's a problem with either the training or the enforcement here in the city. So this petition is going to take that away from them, uh, and where they have to figure out other ideas on on um, on that. So it's decriminalization.
Okay.
We're not saying that marijuana is legal. It's still against the state law. It's
Okay.
still against federal law. Um, all we're saying is that we're not going to arrest for 4 ounces and below. Um, Legalization or even expanded compassionate use, that'll be done at the state level. So we need to, petition our state legislators for anything like that. Texas is surrounded by states that have medical or recreational use.
Absolutely.
We all know it's going to happen eventually.
Mhm.
The writing is on the wall. I think it's our elected officials at the state level. They need to show leadership. We voted. They're voted in to be leaders, not
Absolutely.
followers, and and they need to lead and take the initiative on this and start building that framework of what is it going to look like once we reach full legalization in the state. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And one of the largest oppositions we get when we register people to vote is, well, this doesn't affect me. This doesn't affect us. I think this is a prime example why local elections are so important, as well as all of them. But this specifically, if you can't see the federal, you could literally come to your office, shake hands with you, and talk to you about what you have going on, and what you're running for and what your platform is.
Right.
Um, he's literally here on Rancier. You could stop by your office. Where's it located at?
Yes, if you want to come by and visit me or sign the petition, address is 1808 East Rancier. I'm a morning person, so I'm normally here around 7 in the morning. And, I'm involved in the community, so I'm always in and out, going to events or something like that. So, but yeah, someone's here, someone with the campaign or either with the petition to sign. We'd love to see you.
And then also, Chris is already finished with his voter registration. That's 76541.
Yeah, it'll be 76541. I was about to say that. Yeah.
We got you covered. And then also, right now, we have this petition.
Yeah, so since now you're a registered voter in the city of Killeen, you can sign the petition and that'll make your signature legal. We have a goal that's 25%. We need 25% of voter turnout in the next city election. So the next city election is going to happen in May. So 25% of that total turnout, we don't know what it is yet.
Okay.
That'll be how many petition signatures we need to get this on the ballot in November.
Okay.
So once we present these in June to the city council, they have two options. They can either outright accept the petition or send it to the voters in November. Every council member that I spoke to so far, they're in favor of sending it to the voters in November. And that's what I want as well. Because I think the city as a whole needs to have a say in this, not just 25% of the electorate. We just want to put it on the ballot for the city to vote on this, to send a clear message to the elected officials and to the chief of police of how we feel about marijuana enforcement in the city.
Absolutely. And as you all can see, we're finished. He not only became registered to vote, he also signed a petition. So it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of effort. So please get involved. We'll be around not only here, but anything with red clock on it. I will have the petition, voter registration. Anything Urban Power Connections will have the same. So we'll be outside literally making sure that we all get registered to vote, because this is an important election. This affects our community. Like you said, 92%.
Mhm.
That's insane. What other what else is on your platform?
Well, I think people probably need to know what a county commissioner is. We can start with that and what they do here in the county. So constitutionally, each county is broken up into 4 precincts, and each precinct has an elected county commissioner. And then you have a county judge that oversees the commissioner's court. So that's 5 individuals on the commissioner's court. The commissioners are primarily responsible for setting your property tax rate. That's what people know them more or the most for. And that will fund your county government. That funds your road and infrastructure here in the county. And it also will fund anything outside of that. So like I said, I'm running for Bell County Commissioner Precinct 4. The incumbent that is there now decided not to run for reelection. He's a Democrat. So I am the Democrat running for that. There is a Republican opponent, but Bell County Precinct 4 is a Democratic precinct. So
Right.
We're going to win that precinct.
Good.
We have a great opportunity in Precinct 2 to elect another Democrat to Bell County's Commissioner's Court. Precinct 2, Beto Whenever he ran in 2018, he beat Ted Cruz in precinct 2 by 555 votes.
Wow.
So we're going to expand on that, and we're going to get precinct 2 to have a Democratic commissioner as well.
And who's running for that position?
Stacy Wilson.
Good old Stacy Wilson.
Yes.
And do you share a lot of ideas with your platform?
Yeah. So what I'm looking to do here in the county, there's multiple things. So they talk about jobs. You know, people want jobs here local. They want jobs that are not fast food or food service or
Right.
anything like that. Higher paying jobs. I spoke to the Texas Workforce Commission here in Killeen, and they said, "Oh yeah, we have a bunch of jobs. There's a ton of jobs here." And now, while here they meant the county.
Right.
A lot of manufacturing jobs here in the county.
I don't see manufacturing.
They're in
jobs
Temple.
Here.
They're in Temple.
They tricked you.
Yeah.
I knew you was
So-
talking about what you said.
So here's my solution to that.
Okay.
We need to improve our public transportation. To me, public transportation is non-existent. We have the hop.
Mhm.
Now I'm not going to talk bad about the hop, but I'm about to talk bad about the hop.
Right. It's not
Uh,
that good.
I think we need to create an RTA, Regional Transit Authority here in the county to help people. If they want a job, reliable transportation in Temple, that's not going to be a problem.
Right.
You know, creating that mobility in and around the city and around the county. So well, that could be a possibility. You can have a manufacturing job in Temple and get there without a vehicle.
Okay, that's good.
So that's one of the things that I'm looking for. I also want to really focus on affordable housing, getting, you know, that housing is an issue not only in Bell County, not only in Killeen, throughout the state and throughout the country.
Absolutely.
So what does that look like on a county level or even on a city level? There's money out there, money set aside that we can use, and by we I mean government can use to build homes and give those to affordable, give them as affordable housing. Even if you do 1 a year, 2 a year, 5 a year, you are changing those families' lives forever, because the fastest way to generational wealth is home ownership. So that's what I want to focus on. Those things, improving people's lives here in the city, in the county, in precinct 4, increasing mobility, increasing home ownership, and then improving infrastructure. They have public infrastructure, and then they have human infrastructure as well. Human infrastructure could be childcare. Workforce Commission said they have money for childcare. There's money out there. If the lady told me, even if you have a stay-at-home spouse while you go to work, they could pay your spouse to take care of the children.
Oh, wow. I
so-
didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Okay.
And that's what I told her. I said, I've been involved in the community. This is the first time I've heard about this. So, it's just getting that information out to the public. Yeah, to let them know that these are the resources that are available. These are the resources that the county has for you to help you get ahead in life.
Absolutely. What made you say I'm the person to run for this position?
Well, I ran for this position 4 years ago, and I lost in the primary by 100 votes.
Just 100.
Just 100. So,
Dang.
so I could have already been the commissioner, but that's okay. I got another crack at it. But you need to see what has happened since in 2018. We had a pandemic,
Absolutely.
and we had the ice storm,
Mm.
and now we're dealing with inflation. We're dealing with rising costs of everything, from eggs to gas.
Absolutely.
So what does that do? Are the income increasing as fast as the cost of goods? No, it's
No, it's
not.
not.
So having an elected official knowing how to get information out of what's available uh, to the public, to their constituents, means something. I don't think any of the commissioners do that now. None of them, not even the county judge. So I want to make sure that uh, I'm going to be that newspaper, that bullhorn for my constituents, to make sure that they're aware of everything. I want to be that source for them.
Absolutely. Because we need a vast improvement. Rent is going up, property taxes are going up, but people are getting paid the same.
Mhm.
So we do need, like you said, we need to really tackle income, especially for young people, because inflation is crazy. I mean, it may be as I think I read it's as high as it's been in a long time. Yeah, like 20 years. So I'm glad you have a resolution for that. How can we support you?
So there's multiple things that you can do to support getting me elected, getting Stacy elected, and getting Beto as our new governor. Uh, you can sign the petition, register to vote.
Okay.
Let's start with that. Let's register to vote. Then you sign the petition to decriminalize marijuana. Those are going to be the two biggest things that I think we could do right now. Um, Moving forward, then we can start organizing. So I believe I have 14 precincts in precinct 4.
Okay.
So I need people in every precinct to help organize those precincts. Um, like you said, not all of them have precinct chairs. I think only 4 of them have precinct chairs.
Yeah.
So that's 11 precincts, or 10 precincts that I need to find people to help me organize those precincts. Um, and then, we're going to keep registering voters, knocking on doors throughout the summer months into September and October. Early voting starts in October, and then the election is November 8th. So we have a lot of time, but not a lot of time.
A lot of time, not a lot of time to waste.
Yes,
Yeah.
my goal is to at least get 1,000 people registered to vote in my precinct. Well, in Killeen,
Hmm.
because we have. I'm gonna be honest, because we have so many missing. I sometimes come over here and register people to vote and just try to balance it out. I know Temple, we're short-handed too. So if there's anyone in Temple who would like to get involved, this is the perfect opportunity. If you need anything, you can add me on Red Clock or at DJ Such a Lady. I will come find you, pick you up, make sure that we take care of business because it's too important for us not to take this serious. This is literally life or death, the difference between you going to jail or not. And it's a lot of veterans who use marijuana for pain management because I've been that I had 3 surgeries. I'm disabled, and they just throw pain medicine at you,
Hmm.
and it has so many adverse effects. Like my stomach was upset. I gained a lot of weight. Um, your mind's not very. It doesn't operate correctly when you're on those type of drugs, and so people may use this as another option. So please take this serious. This is not just about us. This is about our future. As you saw with Chris, it took less than 10 minutes, and we not only got him registered to vote, but we also um, had him sign the petition. He was also able to read everything on the back as well. Um, I stand by you, Louis. I'm so glad to be able to be under your tutelage. Is there anything else you would like to tell our listeners?
Well, get involved. You know, People think that their vote doesn't matter. You hear that a lot. What does it matter if I vote?
Mhm.
There's always, they already know who's going to win, anything like that. But if you look at the city election that we had about a year ago in District 4,
Mhm.
Michael Boyd won that district.
Right.
They had to go to a runoff because the vote was tie. They were tied and they had to go to a runoff. So one vote would have mattered in that instance. I think it's the first time it ever happened in the city of Killeen history that they had a tie vote. Um, so yes, every vote matters.
So you're telling me the government doesn't pick who wins at the local elections? Because people think this.
No, no, the voters do.
The
The
voters
voters
do.
do. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, they set property tax rates too, locally. Each if you look on your tax bill, property tax bill, it tells you who taxes you.
Absolutely.
The Killeen ISD, they're about to have elections. Uh, they're actually probably the biggest one that people pay property taxes on is Killeen Independent School District. But that's the same in any city, any county, or the school districts. Um, so yeah, one vote does matter in that instance, and it'll matter in any other election. Um, you know, I believe here in the county, um, only like 20%,
That's
thirty
really low.
percent of the voters turned out in the last election. So yeah, that's really low. We're almost 400,000 residents, and only you know not even maybe 100,000 of those residents are making the decisions for all of us, whether you
Right.
vote or not.
Absolutely.
There, it's affecting your family, it's affecting your pocketbook, it's
Mhm.
affecting your property. So yeah, I mean, if you want to sit on the sideline and let me decide what you do, or you, now that you're registered to vote here, that's
Mhm.
fine, because we're going to make that decision. We're going to use our power, uh, that we were given, that we fought for, and we're going to vote for candidates that support what we support.
That's awesome. Are you gonna have a debate?
I'm sure there'll be a debate.
Okay.
Usually NAACP, they'll do a candidate debate forum, a candidate forum. I'm sure Killeen Daily Herald will do one, but those will probably be September, October-ish that they'll do those.
Okay.
But yeah, we have very strong candidates here on the west side of the county. Like I said, myself for precinct 4, Stacy Wilson for precinct 2. We also have Nicola James, who's running for Justice of the Peace, uh,
Okay.
precinct 4, place 2. And Jonathan Hildner, who's running for House District 55, and Tristan Sanders for House District 54
Okay.
here. And those are all representative Killeen in some form or fashion.
Yeah. And so get involved. Another way to get involved is election workers. We're very short. We have a lot of elders who we need to step up. If you're around our age, it's time for us to take control and step up, because we're the ones that work, have kids. Uh, we have to pay taxes. So we need to make sure that we're involved, because we're getting influenced heavily by the decisions, like you said, of 20%. So if you want to become an election worker, again, contact me. I'm going to send the information to the different chambers. Also, who else do you think we should send it to?
Well, just so the listeners are aware, election workers are paid.
Paid workers.
They are paid. Uh, Also,
Hello,
yeah,
election worker here.
yeah, election workers are paid, uh,
Red
and
flag election workers. We gonna wear our shirts.
and you could be as young as 16 years of age to be an election worker, and your school will excuse that absence. So
Uh-oh.
if you have anyone that wants to school age children that want to make some money and do their civic duty, this is a great opportunity to get involved as well and be absent from school.
Yeah, and it looks
But
good on your resume
it
when
looks
it's
good
time
on
to
the
go to
resume.
college.
Absolutely.
I actually did some election things when I was in school, but I know, we skipped school. I knew it. I didn't know they could count it, but we did it when I was about 16. I used to make them calls and all that. I wish I
Okay.
would have knew the.
You could have got paid.
No, I got paid. But I could have got an excuse absent.
You just didn't go to school.
Yeah, man, they said they paid. We had to go.
Yeah. So yeah, those opportunities are available for early voting, and then primarily they're really look for help on election day because they have so many precincts that are open. Each precinct, you got to have an election judge or alternate judge, plus, two or three election workers, election clerks per precinct. So now that we have 60 something precincts in Bell County, that's takes a lot of manpower to man those.
So about the, everybody, I always get captivated with money when it seems to work. But do they got it in the schools where they let the high school kids know about it? Because I think that would be a good opportunity because I know a lot of I ain't, excuse absences and getting paid is a good thing to be in high school. I got a couple of high school kids, you feel me? Some graduated and so if they would have knew that, I would have knew
Yeah.
that.
I don't know the outreach that the counterparties do to fill those positions. I do know the people that fill them, so we could give you that information. And
Definitely talk.
And
I
I have
definitely
I have the information here. So we have early voting for the special statewide constitutional election, which local cities and school boards will have, and that'll be April 25th through 29th, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then May 2nd and 3rd, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The election date is Saturday, May 7th. So you have April 25th through 29th, May 2nd to 3rd, as well as May 7th. Then we'll have primary voting from May 16th through 20th, which is Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and May 24th, which is a Tuesday. So we have a lot of opportunity for people to make some money real quick, and then also to help out our community, which is more important. Oh, we have a secret guest. Hi, Miss Shirley. You want to come in and say hi?
I just want to see what y'all doing. Back
You're in the. We can hear you. We have two microphones.
how you doing?
The great Shirley Clemens is in the building, but she's behind. She's gonna let Louis shine today.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, that elections are coming up. So, if you haven't registered already, by April 7th was the last day to register for the municipal elections. You missed out on this one, but you go vote in the runoff elections that are coming up later in the month of May.
And also remember, you must be registered to sign the petition. So even if you missed out this time, it's okay. We still have other things coming out. Don't feel bad. It's always next time.
Come join me in the line. It's my first time voting. I'm going in all the way. Learn it together. Learn that we are the community. That's what we got to understand. When you vote, we are the community. We are the people that speak. And if we don't speak, your voice will never be heard. So, let's do it.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you would like to ask me?
No, I'll be up here one morning at 7 o'clock to talk to you. Coffee, we're gonna talk over some coffee and get into this community thing.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
What's your last thing you want to tell the community? I know you said vote, get involved.
No, I think that really sums it up. We're not going to agree on everything 100% of the time.
Absolutely.
But look at the candidates, look at the issues that matter the most to you, and then that's who you vote for. The candidates that weigh that the most, and then help them get elected. That they can't do it by themselves. No candidate could do it by themselves. So we depend on volunteers. We depend on people that care about the issues that matter to them, to come out and help us get elected, because elections matter.
Absolutely.
You complain. When Trump got elected, elections matter because not enough people went out and vote.
Absolutely.
Locally, elections matter. We have a governor that since 2020, 100 children have died in CPS custody under Governor Greg Abbott. To me, that's criminal. that's
Yes.
criminal. So elections do matter. Elections have consequences. So, it's time to get off the sideline and get involved.
Again, if you guys want to come talk to him, 1808 East Rancière Avenue, Killeen, Texas. And then if you want to look at the website, please do your Googles, www.louisminor.com. Louis is spelled Louie, minor, minor.com. And then great, great guy. I support you. I will be voting for you. And I look forward to seeing what you have to give to our community, even more than what you
Mhm.
have, because we are going to vote you as our county commissioner.
Well, if you don't want to get involved and you don't want to register or anything like that, you can always donate at the very least.
Yeah, donate.
Donate.
How do we
$5,
forget about that?
$3. Yeah, that is a form of exercising
Make a
speech.
change.
There
How
you
do
go.
you donate?
It's on my website. You go to my website. There's a donate page that'll redirect you to a website from Act Blue. Act Blue is one of the biggest Democratic donor networks.
And I'm
Yeah,
going to share the screen with our people that are going to look on YouTube, just so you know this is what it looks like. And again, it's always great talking to you. I just want you guys to see it for yourself, how easy this is. Politics can be as easy as we make it. And there's the donate button right there to the top. Make sure you follow Facebook, Twitter, and let's go. This is
Yeah.
DJ's. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna say thank you for having me. I love talking about community engagement. I love talking about registering people to vote, decrim. It's weird how being involved with decriminalization and all that stuff, people assume that I smoke. I I don't smoke.
What?
I don't smoke. Whenever I travel to maybe Seattle or Denver or something like that, I might try an edible. When in Rome, do as the Romans. But yeah, no, my only vice really is coffee. And I drink coffee every day.
That's what I'm saying. Look, I already told you we coming up here 7 in the morning for coffee.
But
Every day.
but yeah, no, it's really just to keep people out of jail for
Absolutely.
silly stuff. And so yeah, no, get involved. And I look forward to seeing you in November.
All right, guys. Thank you. It's DJ Such a Lady and Friends. Today, our friend was Louis Minor with.
Food truck trapper.
All right, we'll talk to you later.